people are also interested, our subscribers. Biorobots, which in fact create the main background and biomass on Earth. Can children be born from them or not from biorobots?
They say that I'm the robots that's upstairs higher up. They somehow even laughed, because they said biorobots are you yourself, they're yourself, and biorobot. What is a biorobot? A biorobot is a person who is unconscious. This is a biorobot.
This is a biorobot.
Yes.
It's clear.
Here's a biorobot that is unconscious.
It's clear. But biorobots that are created in laboratories. More we had in mind about these biorobots.
No, they won't give birth.
They can't give birth.
No, they can't. If only they create more and more. But this too. Also, as it were, it will gradually enter. In general, it will gradually enter this life, not all at once, very slowly. That's why. There is no certainty that biorobots will completely take over the Earth. It's clear.
There is no such information. Well, we call them biorobots. People unconsciously who do not want to understand, know, and so on. From, say, family, unconscious family, husband, wife, they have a child, but this does not mean that the child will also be unconscious. He can be born consciously, right?
Here it is a very process, very ambiguous, that is, children are born in general as a family, and the child attracts the corresponding soul. It's like vibrations. At what vibration the family vibrates, such souls are attracted to the family. And the child chooses this family because the child needs to work through something from past lives, and align his vibrations therefore. There are a lot of very nuances here. It all depends on how the child is raised in the family. Society educates, family educates. It's like there is a lot of pressure on the child from all sides. It would be easier for a child to be born somewhere. In a conscious family, yes, and to vibrate calmly there. Yes, so that there are no educators, because now the vibrations of the planet are changing, and the old paradigms no longer work. People are on old paradigms and raising children. They are drawn to their vision of the world. Sometimes a child gets lost. He doesn't understand what to do, because the parents are unconscious, and the child was born, for example, with high frequencies. That is, his task to awaken his parents turns out that he himself, as if he is driving himself into some kind of hole due to the fact that the parents are not awakened and do not understand the child, what the child wants to convey to them. They constantly educate, do not allow the child this and that. The child sees the world differently, he wants to develop. It is necessary for the child to gain experience through himself. And parents most often protect the child. They try to convince him that this is scary. Don't go there. It's painful. Don't climb there. You'll fall there. In general, they completely create blockages for the child from all sides. Thus, the child is blocked and, in general, forgets about who he is and why he came. Only very strong children who have purity, a very high frequency that fights for itself.
And it is impossible to lower it.
And he confronts his parents, they call them hyperactive children. But these children are actually not very hyperactive, but they have very high frequencies, and he resists. In general, he protects himself.
Thus, it's clear. Great, class. Great. We touched on.
But even then, microplastics have a great impact on you, which accumulates very strongly both above and below. It enters the human respiratory tract. It enters the human body. Why people are now starting to get very sick is also related to this.
This was also done on purpose, right? Poisoning people with plastic.
No, this was not done on purpose. Higher powers stand and watch how this all ends. They have technology, they can help, but they wait until they are asked to do so. They cannot intervene without the permission of your leaders, that is, the government. They look from the side, watching too. The process has not gotten out of control. And at the same time, they are waiting for an invitation. It's clear. But the task of your governments is to create a world government. Therefore, there is still a lot of work going on here in this regard. It's clear. People are being led to agree to a one-world government.
Yes. But again, will this happen or not?
It is impossible to say, because it depends on each person. What will be the advantage? Do you understand? We cannot recognize your reality, because all these are your thoughts, your actions, where you are going. The scales may.
They will sway.
They'll swing this way or that way. But the process is cyclical, and judging by the cyclicality, the planet is leaving Kali Yoga.
In a bright era.
Yes, in the bright era. Therefore, this era is ending, and be that as it may, the advantage will still be for the better. On the bright side, great.
Thank you.